gives us a chance to get about another day than we've had in the past, just the way the schedule worked out. But critical, these guys have done a great job in the preparation football-wise. They just finished up finals, so it's been a tough 10 days for these guys really grinding away and preparing for the game along with class. So get them home, a little early Christmas with the families. We're all going to meet up at the bowl site on Friday. We'll have a practice, and then we're into our normal Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday from there. So great, just a really good opportunity for them to get home, all right, refresh a little bit, re-energize, and I know they're excited about getting back and prepping for the game.
Any injuries or guys that won't be making the trip?
Injuries, no, not right now. We'll know that more when we get down there as we get through the rest of these couple days. There's a few guys that are still banged up that we'll get down there that we anticipate playing. Right now, so as far as that standpoint, no. Not making the trip. One guy that's chose to transfer, Corey Young, has chose to transfer. So we've had that conversation. He's done a great job here, and his opportunities for him, he thinks, are somewhere else. And we wish him all the best, and he's done a great job for us, since he's been here. So, other than that, that's really at this point no other changes.
So that's immediate for him. He's not practicing.
No, he won't. He won't be at the bowl game. Yeah, none of that. And Corey's a great kid, and sometimes at this time of year, guys look at some opportunities and things like that, and certainly wish him the very best.
Your thoughts on playing the venue you guys are going to play at? It's a baseball stadium, and kind of a different little setup. But once it all gets going, it looks like a football field. What's your kind of thoughts on playing a different kind of venue?
Yeah, we're excited. We've looked at it and understand they're actually, I think, going to have the roof closed when we go play. It's. Can you let him in, please?
You new quarterbacks there?
Yeah, you guys let him in. Yeah, sorry about that. What's up, guys?
Hey, how are you?
How are you guys? Hey, I'll be right in there. All right, good to see you.
Good to see you.
Yeah, excited. We showed the guys what it looks like when Arizona State played there, so kind of what the field setup is. A little bit different as you run out of the dugout. That was one question I asked Tharp, are we coaching from the dugout? No, we actually have the sidelines the way they have it set up. But the guys were excited. It's something different, and we've been down to Arizona. We've been we played in the Fiesta Bowl now, so to come back and play in a different bowl game, we're excited about that.
We're going to be calling the games from sort of the back of the end zone of the baseball boxes. Are the coaches on the middle of the field, or do they have you guys in strange spots for the upstairs coaches?
No, for upstairs, yeah, they're kind of in the middle of the field, but it's a lot lower from what it looks like than normal. I think we're going to be able to yell back at each other up there. So it'll be a little bit different vantage point than they're used to having. As far as the game goes and on the field, nothing's changed. They got a really good setup, and the way the stadium looks too, how they transformed it, it's pretty cool. So our guys are looking forward to it, and we've heard nothing but good things about it.
During your time here so far, you guys have gotten off to really good starts in bowl games. Would you kind of credit that to?
Well, I think the prep leading up to it. I think our guys do a good job. Coaches do a good job of prepping these guys. The players are prepared. And I think our guys are excited to play in the bowl game. And don't anticipate this being any different. So hopefully that's the case. We get out there, we get started. You always want to start fast. You haven't played a game in a long time, so I think everybody's a little bit nervous when they go out there, and to get a fast start, to get some points on the board, to do some good things, get your excitement going, all that preparation been putting in from a seasons of work, the bowl game prep, hopefully it shows up. That's what you're looking for.
Kind of on that note, is there kind of script you try to follow this time of year in terms of getting ready for a bowl game? Is there?
Oh yeah, we have a plan. So we've kind of used our bowl prep. It tweaks every year because the bowl games are different. How much time do we give them off? How much lifting do we do? As far as the practices go, not much has changed. Today's a little bit different. We got the Bronco Bowl, so we have all the young guys that are going to be out there, and they get a chance to go live and play. And it's 2-2, or it's 1-1 right now. D won it the first year, offense won it the second year, so this is a big year. So a little bit of fun in these bowl prep, a little more competition, a little bit more young guy stuff than you would normally do during the season, because you're also looking at, all right, this next year when this bowl game is over, you want to use these practices to give some of these young guys a chance and see where they might fit in before you get into your preparation of the 17th season.
Your senior class, I think, has won 14 or 15 in a row, won 40 games, and you're at 39 right now for this senior class. How big is that to keep that streak going, get these seniors with 40 again, and get them out of here with a win?
Yeah, it's big. It's something they've talked about it, we've talked about it. Certainly, that number. I think the biggest thing is the win, but also that number that goes along with it. It's important. our goal in this game is simple: it's to win the game. Bottom line, we're going to enjoy ourselves. We have, but they've worked really hard. The times we need to work, the preparation that we've had to put in, the focus has been very good. And I think that's been one of the key ingredients into our bowl games, why we've had success. That needs to continue down in Arizona. The distraction part of things, that's not going to be what we're doing while we're down there. It's going to be about getting in this game and trying to win it. But that number for these seniors and how they want to finish, absolutely important.
How much does a bowl win carry over to next year?
Well, in our goal, we talk about it. We talk about win a bowl game for that exact reason, because it does carry over. You don't play for a long time after a bowl game, so you'd like to have some success leading into the next season. And at the same time, you're able to go back and probably look at the season, break it all down, nitpick it, what you need to do, and apply that to the next spring practice and the next season. It's always a little bit easier when you have a bowl win and something to come out of there. And not just for the next year's team, it's also for those seniors. You want them to go out and finish their last game as a Bronco the right way. That's a big deal. And those guys remember that, and certainly, from a team standpoint, it's important to us.
The topic I know we've talked to you about, that you talk about with the team, is the violence against women, sexual assault thing, and obviously with Minnesota dealing with it,
Yeah.
Baylor obviously with that. How has that changed in terms of being a topic? It's something I know you've addressed a couple of years ago, but even recently in the past year with all these things, how has it changed, and how much better do teams need to be about that?
Well, it's changed. I don't know how much it's changed as far as the awareness of it. I think, since I've been a part of this program, that's been a topic, at Boise State. The awareness from everybody now is so much bigger, and on campuses, which it should be. And people have things in place with Title IX and those type of things. And I think we've done a great job of that here. And that's going to continue, and I think that's even getting better in the processes, that everybody's aware of it, everybody's starting to build their process. It's also something that's very concerning as well, on a football program. And I know our guys have taken that very seriously. I know the type of things we talk about with our guys, the people we bring in, it's extremely important, and it will continue that way. So the awareness part of it is huge, and we make sure that we're doing our part from that standpoint. I know that that's happening across the country, and you see it and you read about it, and what do you do with that? You learn from it. That's what you do. You take that what's happening somewhere else, and you apply it and try to learn from it and make it better.
Do you feel like you've been proactive in that sense? Because obviously you had to deal with that this spring.
Sure. Yeah, I think we have. I do. I think we have. I think this university has been proactive. I really do, and I think that's something that it's not something that you just have a final product. It's ongoing. It's like anything else, and it's always something that you're trying to improve. But I think the university, I think the football program's done a very good job of that.
Is Joe out? I know you said there was a slim chance he could play. Is Joe Martorano? He's not going to play.
Oh, yeah, no, Joe is out. Okay. Yeah, Joe is still, that was season ending. No,
there was a slim chance.
Yeah, no, he's not going to come back. He's not going to play.
Will he be ready for spring ball, you think, or what's his timetable?
He'll be ready for spring.
Okay.
Yeah, he'll be ready for spring. I think he'll be back into the workouts earlier than we thought. I think when he gets back, probably not that first week, but maybe that second week he's going to be doing things. I know he's kind of working out right now, but the lower half, that's going to take a little bit of time. So he's not going to be in the bowl game.
I asked you about this on Thanksgiving, but what was Christmas in the Harsin household growing up, and then on top of that, you got some kids. How much fun is it to be a dad on Christmas Day?
Yeah. It's awesome. Yeah, the kids, that's really a time we're going to be together down there in the bowl game. We've done that before, which, for my kids, they love it. I think they look forward to this time of year. They look forward to the bowl games. If it's Christmas time while we're there, it really doesn't change for us. This is just part of what we do. But my daughters are a little bit older now. My son, who's 10, things have changed a little bit. Christmas time, there's a little bit different gifts and all that, but it's still the same. We get together with family. That's the nice thing about living here in Boise, is the family's here. We get a chance to be with them.